you are in the sin of pornography. Maybe you are a prisoner of pornography. Maybe you are a slave of pornography. But the Lord is calling you today. Today is mercy to escape from the sin of pornography. Pornography has no respect for men and women. The young people are indulging in it. Adults are indulging in it. I was indulging in this sin. I was a prisoner of this sin, but Jesus set me free. As a slave, the moment you see the images of pornography, the moment you see the portrait of pornography, your lost will come, and your lost will capture your mind, and your lost will take you away as a slave into the room of masturbation, defiling yourself, messing yourself up, and you say you are a Christian. Every sinner lives in sin. But you say that you are born again, but you are living in masturbation. You say you are born again, but each time the portrait of pornography comes up from your phone, the moment the images of pornography comes up from your phone, your thought will change. Your actions will change. Your attitude will change. The moment it is over, the regret of the sin, the regret of masturbation, the regret of the sin you have committed will come. The sorrow of masturbation will come. I tell you today, the tears you shed in the room of masturbation will not save your soul. The cry in the room of masturbation will not save your soul. The sorrow in the room of masturbation will not save your soul. Only Jesus will save your soul. And the Lord is calling you today. Jesus is calling you today. Jesus is the only one that has the power to set you free. Jesus is the only one that has the power to set you free. You know how long you have been in this spirit. You know how long you become a slave of this spirit. You know how long you have been a prisoner to the spirit of lust, to the spirit of masturbation, to the spirit of pornography. But today, Jesus is saying, come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. The Lord is calling you today. The Lord is calling you today. Are you a prisoner of sin? Are you a prisoner of pornography? Are you a prisoner of lust? Are you a prisoner of masturbation? Today is mercy. Jesus is calling you today. You've been struggling on your own to overcome this sin. You have been struggling on your own to stop the sin of pornography, the sin of masturbation, but you cannot. Only Jesus has the power. How many times have you said, I will stop this pornography? How many times have you said, I will stop this masturbation? How many times have you said, I will stop, I will overcome the spirit of lust? But you could not, because you don't have the power to do it. Only Jesus has the power. Only Jesus has the power. The moment you finish abusing yourself, the conscience, the policeman of the soul will come and say, you have done it again. You have abused yourself again. You have defied yourself again. And you begin to regret. You begin to sorrow and regret for your sin. You are regret. Regret alone cannot save you from this sin. Your sorrow alone for this sin cannot save you from this sin. Your cry for this sin alone cannot save you from this sin. It is not enough to sorrow in the room of masturbation. Rise up and come to Jesus. Rise up and come to Jesus. Jesus and say, Lord, save me. You must take action. Ask yourself a question. Ask yourself a question. If the Lord meets you at this point of masturbation, if death meets you at this point of masturbation, where will you spend eternity? You must take action. It is not enough to sorrow in the room of masturbation. It is not enough to cry in the room of masturbation. Rise up, get up, and come to Jesus this morning. This sin is taking you to heaven. This sin has removed your name from the book of life. You may say, I am a Christian, but your name is not in the book of life. I was a slave of pornography. I was a slave to masturbation. I was a slave. I was living in masturbation. I was living in pornography. I was living in the sin of masturbation. But Jesus set me free. If Jesus has shown mercy to my soul and set me free, that same Jesus is alive today to set you free.